Alright, welcome back everybody. I'm joined by the one, the only, Izord. How you doing?
Ah, good.
Yeah, a pretty good matchup here for the second game of 4 that'll be streamed tonight. I guess 5 if you include the one pending earlier. How you doing tonight, man?
Good, dude. Doing good. I mean, cooking, ready for some Rocket League happenings. I've been, grinding on the MVP trophies recently, so, it's nice to take a little break from that, which hopefully you guys will all be able to get a chance to play for. But unfortunately, only one team truly gets to play for it. But good luck to all teams out there, especially those that are going to be playing tonight and those that are playing in the future. But, yeah.
You've already clinched your spot.
I did last night, yeah. Obviously barely managing, kind of flipping it around from last night, getting a 4-0 sweep. Almost the complete shutout. Unfortunately, last game they did let one go in, but we did 4-0 them last night, so strong comeback from them.
Yeah, I mean they almost held the Cats scoreless in the last series. So. Kind of crazy to think about. So.
Yeah, for sure.
Good on them for coming back from a beatdown last night, 4-0. I didn't have a chance to catch that one.
How dare you?
I was too busy grinding for my stats exam, man. I'm a college student. Gotta come
So am I.
slack.
Okay.
I don't believe I have anybody on Tumbleweeds. Do you?
I have Photo, not. I don't know if he's on Tumbleweeds.
Okay. Cool.
He is on Tumbleweeds. Yeah, I got Photo. We're good.
Cool. Well, with that being said, we're gonna switch over to the stats. We got Div D team standings. Is there anything that really stands out to you here, Izor?
Yeah, I guess not playing tonight, to my knowledge, but obviously Ball Chasers 8-0, a lot of red up there as expected. Very surprisingly, but I guess more relation to this match. D-Stroyers versus Tumbleweeds 4-4 and 2-6. Obviously, we see D-Stroyers with a little wonky stat, less than a 50% individual game winning percentage, but they're a 50-50 win rate throughout the regular season, which is kind of funny to me personally. Yeah, I mean, other than that, I was looking at this. I actually mentioned this to you earlier. These stats, obviously other than the record, are very, very similar. And obviously, Tumbleweed league leading in shooting percentage with 36.31. Very good. So obviously, they're ranking 1/3 of every shots, roughly. But yeah, no, both these team stats are very, very similar. And honestly, although Tumbleweed is, obviously record doesn't show, this might be a really, really good game for them.
Yeah, I was gonna say, look at their stats. It was pretty interesting to see the fact that they have more goals per game. They're scoring about a third more, or a goal every 0.35. We'll just go with the number. Numbers are tough, man.
Honestly.
0.35 more goals per game, so about a goal every 3 games more. Which is kind of interesting because typically you would expect a team to score a bit less than the other team. Oh my goodness, I'm struggling to complete my sentences. But no, it's kind of wild that they have a higher goals per game than Buttery Birdies, Planetary Trio, D-Stroyers, Cosmic Cats, and even the Pigeons. I'm not going to try to pronounce. It's just not what you come to expect from the last seed here.
Honestly, yeah, no, I mean, like I said, obviously, shooting percentage is league leading there. But yeah, no, this should be a really good series for them. Hopefully they're, playing really good, rotations are locked down, and they can give D-Stroyers a good run for their money.
Yeah, so we'll jump into the team stats here. We got Tumbleweeds. You want to talk about them, or?
Yeah, for sure. Looks like music might be a little loud. I'll let you adjust that.
I turned it down.
Swag. Anyway, Tumbleweeds, captained by the one, the only Photonut, who I had the privilege on being on a team with, I think it was last semester. He was a very, very good third man for us. I think it was me, him, and Fan is Legendary. Unfortunately, we did kind of choke in the playoffs, which I think we were like the 2 seed. So he definitely has that upper division experience. And obviously their second man, Crazy Warrior 77, and third man, Vortex Gamer. Photonet league leading in shooting percentage and goals a game, which those kind of correlate. But he has 1.23 goals a game, and 42% of his shots are hitting the back of the net. That is a crazy stat coming from Photonut, making almost half of his shots. And then obviously Crazy Warrior, not quite the aggressive second man, seems to be a little bit more passive. But Vortex Gamer seeming to be their main second man with 0.69 goals, possibly, you know, following up on those shots that Photo can't quite get the back of the net. But Crazy Warrior seems to be more on the defensive half, like I had said, with 1 save a game. I mean, looking at these Photonut stats, it is crazy numbers that he's really putting up for his team here. And hopefully, you know, these second and third mans here can follow up on those shots that he's not quite able to put up in the back of the net and take this series for them.
Yeah, for sure. It's a pretty extensive run through of the stats. I'll talk about the D-Stroyers. They're 4-4. Got their captain, Mr. Miko, and then second man, Futago, third man, Cam King. I've seen all three of these guys pop off in different games from the games that I've watched. When they're firing on all cylinders, they can be a very good team. But as we mentioned earlier, Tumbleweeds scoring more goals than them, which is still shocking to me that they're the last seed here. Futago's leading his team in goals per game with 0.71. Miko's not too far behind at 0.55, and Cam King at 0.48. They all have pretty good assists per game, saves per game. I mean, a lot of their stats seem to be pretty similar, except for Cam King's 42%, which is pretty good if you ask me. So both teams all around seem to be pretty well-rounded. It's just kind of interesting that they're the 5 and 9 seeds respectively, because stats-wise, it looks like they could be maybe a little higher.
Yeah, no, for sure. I was actually doing the math on this. It looks like Photonut is almost scoring as much as Div Destroyer's first and second highest scoring people. Nearly as much. I think he's like 0.2, 0.03 short, which is kind of insane numbers. But it looks like, you know, maybe these Div Destroyers are getting a lot more saves a game, at least 1 save a game for all of these guys here. So obviously a little more defensive, whereas it seems like these Tumbleweeds guys are a little bit more on the offensive side. So this is going to be a really interesting series to watch here tonight.
Yeah, for sure. As always, we have to ask predictions. How are you feeling? How do you think this game is going to turn out?
Ooh. As much as I would like to take Div Destroyers, I'm going to go with Tumbleweeds in this one. I'm going to go with Tumbleweeds. And have we seen a Game 7 yet?
Like at all in playoffs?
At like this season.
Yeah, like that, and Gold Diggers went to Game 7.
Okay.
I believe that is the only Game 7 we've seen so far, though. I could be wrong.
Okay. Because I almost want to say Tumbleweeds take this in 7.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm going to have to go against you here. I'm going to say Div Destroyers take it in 6. That's my prediction. But either way, both of these teams look very close, so it should be a fun matchup.
Yeah. No, obviously both of us kind of rooting for that higher end. Hopefully this is going to be a really good series, which based on stats, it looks like it's going to be. I didn't quite look at their regular season play to see what that score was. Yeah, let's hope that both these teams are just playing exceptionally and, you know, give us a show, a Div D show.
Yeah, for sure. So we're about ready to get into this game here. Just waiting on Div Destroyers to say that they're ready, and then we'll get to show on the road. I'm excited for this one. I don't know about you, Izord, but looks to be a pretty good matchup.
Yeah, for sure. I think Div Destroyers, I think they were maybe my first ever series that I casted. Either that or was it Div A. It was one of those two, but I think Div Destroyers was there for my very first ever time. So, I mean, obviously, saw them very early in the season. We're a really solid team. I'm pretty sure they won the series, because I remember I asked Futago about his name and how to pronounce it. He said it really fast and in a weird way, faster than my ears could comprehend, but you know, obviously this D-Stroyers is a very solid team. Really looking forward to it.
Yeah, for sure. Should be a great matchup because I'm putting the teams on the wrong colors. Let's not do
How
that.
dare you?
Yeah, so make sure there's no mutators. There weren't last time, so I don't know why I'm resetting them. But yeah, we're making the lobby here, about to get into this one. Players are
Oh show. Oh show.
Oh my goodness, it looks like the overlay is just working. That's crazy.
Let's go.
That
That's
never
a first.
happens.
Let's go. No adjustments for you as we start off this hopefully very entertaining Div D series tonight. You see early pressure coming out from Tumbleweeds, trying to get some offense cooking here for D-Stroyers. I didn't know who that was. We see a shot on by Photo showing his shooting presence. Bar down, doesn't quite get it to go. Yeah, I think we're shooting. Is this a LAN? Is this technically a LAN match to go to LAN?
I believe it's an elimination match.
It is an elimination. Okay, so both these teams are, you know, you're fighting for their spot, potential spot at LAN.
Yeah, for sure. Somebody's season's gonna have to end tonight, which is pretty unfortunate. But you know, not everybody can go to LAN, unfortunately. Otherwise, LAN would be a week-long event.
Oh yeah, no,
As
for
I
sure.
say, we play three series for each division at LAN. It ends up being 15, potentially 20 by the time you add in all the bracket resets, and that's already a lot. So, unfortunate that someone's season's gonna have to end here, but we are yet to see which team that might be, as both teams are kind of trying to just feel each other out. As I say that, Photonut's gonna shoot this one. Top bins, get Tumbleweeds on the board.
For sure, yeah, Photronut showing that, you know, Div leading shooting percentage and goals a game, putting their team up 1-0 in just under, or just over a minute 15 in this game here. But yeah, I've seen a lot of really good pressure coming out from Tumbleweeds here, obviously, you know, allowing them to be up one as we see Photronut going off the wall. Fudigo back with an amazing save, getting it backwards. It almost looked like it was going to go bar down again for Photo.
Yeah, it was a great save. It was a great shot too, and Photonut gets a fake on one. This one's gonna roll in.
My man just gross, dude. He's gross. I don't know if just a misflip from Mr. Miko. That's tough. That's a tough one to get scored on.
Yeah, it's tough. It looked like a fake at first, but
It did. I think he may have faked out one, but
it's possible. But anyways, Photonut, the captain, putting the team on his back so far in this game one, scoring 2 goals right away early. So he's gonna whiff that one. And Crazy Warrior with another miss. Futago's gonna try to get a shot on net, and it's saved away by Vortex. Photonut's gonna boom this one upfield. Cam King is the last back. Vortex tries to get a 50 around, can't quite get it. It's Photronut, another shot on net, but it's just a little bit high here. He might have been looking for the bar down ski, but doesn't get it. He's just gonna stay on the ball, putting so much pressure on this D-Stroyers team so far.
yeah, for sure. I don't know about either of these teams necessarily how they perform when it comes to tournament play. I kind of know about how Photronut. Then again, he was also in a higher division, so maybe it could have just been nerves with him. But you know, hopefully neither of these teams are really feeling this playoff intensity, and hopefully they're, you know, on their A game, because obviously elimination match, they're gonna need it. As you see Mr. Miko going off the wall, rocking the tux decal. Same here, man. Same here. You see Photronut clearing it back, trying to clear it back over to D-Stroyers half.
Yeah, Mr. Miko is going to try to get a shot on net. Not quite able to, as you see a double commit coming out from Miko and Cam King. It's always a bit unfortunate when you see double commits, especially at the lower levels. They're often one of the biggest reasons for goals getting scored on, or for like people scoring goals on you, I guess. Words are hard. But yeah, it's something that we'll want to look out for. Make sure both of these both of these teams are calming. Because double commits can be so lethal.
Oh yeah, as we see a possible, or it was a center ball from, I think it was King there, as you see Photronut getting a save, cleared out to the side. We go up, miss flips here. Mr. Miko, tactical fake. Crazy Warrior turns away from the ball, grabbing the boost. That's almost an auto crazy pinch mid. Almost gets the own goal play off Fudigo there. See Mr. Miko trying to go for a solo play. Vortex Gamer not able to get the touch that he wants, but he does there. Mr. Miko there to keep it on Tumbleweeds half.
Yeah, Miko's going to go for this one again, try to pass it to a teammate. KM King's not quite there. He's going to pass this one back mid as well. Tago's there for the 50. Looked like a pull shot a bit, but Miko's there for a great save. We see another double commit here. KM King's going to keep this one out of the net. As Miko's going to try to control it. This one goes out to Crazy Warrior. He's going to try to put a shot on it. It's just a little bit off. But Futago's there with a great clear. I mean, we got 40 seconds left here. D-Stroyers are going to have to score one pretty soon if they want a feasible chance of coming back.
Yes, indeed. And you see a demo by Photonut. I didn't really look at his demo stat, but maybe he's that guy of Div D. But you see, trying to get some offensive pressure here, keep it away from their own side. KM King trying to get some pressure on, maybe get one here, and obviously, time's winding down, 20 seconds left. D-Stroyers are going to need one right now if they want to set this game into OT.
And Crazy Warrior says, no thanks, I'm going to hit that one out. And Tumbleweeds are going to win this game, barring something incredible. Vortex is going to kill time. And yeah, this one will hit the ground here. Photonut scoring both goals for his team, showing why he's the captain, as it's a great game one.
Yeah, for sure. Photonut, 545 points score-wise, and his second is 190. Carrying this team on his back, maybe with an extra holder on the side with how much he's, been doing for this team here. Maybe just not the best performance from Crazy Warrior and Vortex Gamer. But D-Stroyers, it looks like where they're getting outplayed is just in that consistency area. Seems like Tumbleweeds are able to get these consistent touches, consistent saves, whatever. Whereas D-Stroyers, obviously, we saw one of the goals get put in the back of their own net because of just like a misflip. So I think if D-Stroyers can, turn up their consistency with their saves and touches, I feel like they'll be able to turn this around.
Yeah, for sure. All around, just a great game from Photonut. I'd like to see everybody else in the lobby really step it up and try to take to Photonut's level. But yeah, Tumbleweeds will come out on top here in game one. Starting with a pretty good game one to kind of set the tone for the series. They came out pretty hot. They're a 9 seed. You're not really expecting it, but
oh boy.
That would have been a crazy one to start out with for D-Stroyers.
Yeah, it would have been. I was going to say, just a slow roller. That's the kind of goal you score in like a 2-second 0-0 overtime. Just like a super slow roller into the back of the net. Just a huge morale killer.
Yep. Sounds about right. I think we've all done it at some point.
Oh, yeah. You see a center ball coming out from Vortex. Gets it to the corner, holds for a good read. Photo, offensive man here again. KM King there to take over. Crazy Warrior gets a 50-50 good read. You see Mr. Miko putting it back over to orange half. Fudigo there. Clearing it to the right side, seeing if anyone can get on here. Not quite. Crazy Warrior up though, with a possible shot on. Doesn't quite get the double read. You see Vortex Gamer whiffing here. Bumped his KM King. Awkward read off the wall. Photonut trying to get a 50 to continue this offensive pressure.
Yeah, KM King's going to turn on this one, beat Crazy Warrior. And this one's just going to be a wide open net for Futago off of the unfortunate miss from Tumbleweeds. And they'll certainly take that one here, taking their first lead of the series.
Yeah, it looks like Photonut maybe you cut a little early there. Not like obviously going to save the ball, but maybe coming in at a little awkward angle, didn't quite get the read on it right. Unfortunately, whiffing that ball, which jinxed them on consistency, allowing them to score or get scored on once in this for the first time in the series. We see Photonut going for a grab, tries to get an aerial. KM King doesn't quite get the read on it. Fudigo awkward, faked one. Mr. Miko there to clear it out to hopefully get some more offensive pressure cooking for this D-Stroyers team.
Yeah, he puts one. It looked like it was going to be on net right away, but it goes to the right here. KM King's going to try to control this ball. Gets another touch here, but Photonut, some great backboard defense to clear it out as Futago's just going to try to 50. And the ball's been staying in the Tumbleweeds half for a pretty decent amount of time here. Miko's just going to put it right back into their half. I'm really liking this pressure that I'm seeing so far in Game 2 from D-Stroyers. They seem like a bit of a different team compared to last game even, as that one almost rolls in. King tries a slow play, can't quite get it around everybody, but yeah, I'm liking the pressure that I'm seeing so far from D-Stroyers.
Yes, indeed. I think they took what I had said to heart. Not sure if they had the stream pulled up, but they seem to be getting... I jinxed it there. But yeah, they seem to be getting a lot more effective touches, keeping it on the orange half, allowing them to keep that offensive pressure. You see Vortex Gamer maybe going for a double read. Mr. Miko on the backboard to save that. But yeah, it looks like they're just getting the touches that they need instead of, accidentally, trying to rush anything. They're staying calm, staying composed, which will definitely, obviously, benefit them in this series.
Yeah, definitely. This Photonut last man there takes a bit of a risky challenge, but it works out for him. Miko with a great clear right into the open space, relieving some of that pressure that was just plaguing them for a little bit there. As Miko's going to try to boom this one out, but he gets beat to the ball by, I think, King, who got bumped into it. I don't know. That was kind of confusing for me to read, I'm not going to lie. As this one gets out mid, we see Miko with an early challenge. Can't quite get there fast enough, but once again, D-Stroyers are really taking advantage of the pressure they're able to get right now.
Yeah, indeed. As you see, Mr. Miko demoed for his efforts. King trying to get a backboard read here. Doesn't quite get it. And it almost looks like that they're doing a really good job at keeping Tumbleweeds with a really, really low boost. I'm seeing a lot of times they're not quite able to get to the ball in time just because of that lack of boost. You see Fudigo trying to get a ball center. It gets bumped by Vortex. Vortex not quite able to get that wall rate here. Photoknight, will he go for it off the wall? He does. Doesn't get the touch though. Double fake attempt here coming out from Mr. Miko and somebody else. We see a shot on but pushed out by Photo. Vortex trying to get an aerial read here. Maybe a pass mid instead. Is anyone there to take it over? No, he isn't. King gets a demo. And Photoknight going to try to get a read here off the wall to tie the score.
Yeah, Miko's going right away for a challenge. This one goes out to Crazy Warrior. Looked like he might have had a chance to get one on net, but opts to not take the shot. This Vortex is going to fly right past the ball. You see Futago and King just right on top of each other with the ball right in between them. A bit of an awkward scenario, it looked like, but I mean, they've recovered pretty well. Nothing bad happened as a result of it. And Miko's just going to opt to boom this one out and try to play keep away from the Tumbleweeds, or keep it away from their half at least.
Honestly, Mr. Miko with a really good double read there. You see almost a missed touch going straight up. Is anyone there? And Tumbleweeds to take advantage. Nobody, well, Photo was there. Low boost though, wasn't quite able to get it. Almost an own goal double pinch coming out here. You see Vortex trying to get some offensive pressure, giving them one goal to not quite seal the deal. Photo going off the wall. One bouncer in! Unfortunate own goal from King to keep this Tumbleweeds team alive in Game 2.
Yeah, it's super unfortunate. They had the lead pretty much the whole game, and then King with an unfortunate touch there. Tumbleweeds are very, very glad for that one. To tie it up here, it looks like we're going to head to overtime. I'm kind of shocked. I didn't think we'd be seeing overtime there with such little time to go.
Honestly, yeah, I know. I mean, good play by Photoknight, just keeping the offensive pressure up, especially when you're down. It is very, very important to see that offensive pressure. To see Photoknight with a shot on upper right corner, puts it in, coming back with 2 seconds left, taking it in overtime for Tumbleweeds.
Yeah, that's crazy. 15 seconds, 2 goals. I don't even know what to say. Just what in the world, Tumblenut? Or not Tumblenut.
Tumblenut. Tumblenut with the win!
Photoknight and Tumbleweeds.
Quote it. Tumblenut.
Tumblenut.
Fire.
Oh, no.
Fire. Tumblenut. Yeah, Photo putting up a really good score here again. Not quite as high, but still, I remember looking, I think it was with like 30 seconds left. Crazy Warrior only had 50 points. Obviously, turning that around, getting 126. Yeah, much better performance from D-Stroyers. Tumbleweeds, unfortunately, getting the turnaround there. off of almost 2 pretty much unfortunate own goals. I think D-Stroyers, I mean, they have the consistency now. Now they just got to play relaxed. I think they weren't quite ready for that Tumbleweeds pressure towards the end there, allowing them to score another 2. But yeah, I think D-Stroyers were rushing their last little saves there. I'm pretty sure that Photo Nut goal was going to be a little bit off. Fortunately, did rush it a little bit there. Unfortunate touch in, and mistakes made Tumbleweeds win that one.
Yeah, it's just super unfortunate. You hate to see it if you're a D-Stroyers fan, but Tumbleweeds, they kind of come out ahead with that one, sneak away with it. So,
Little Mickey.
yeah, if you're D-Stroyers, you gotta put that one past, put that one in the past, and just keep pushing forward. As now Tumbleweeds, if they take this game, they're on match point. I mean, D-Stroyers would need a reverse sweep in order to keep their series alive.
Oh
and
no!
Frankly, the odds of that happening are not high, but such an awkward scenario there for Miko, as we see almost another own goal from D-Stroyers go in.
I was gonna say, yeah, Mr. Miko, just awkward there. Maybe a panic jump coming out from him, almost putting it in again for his team, which I don't know. I don't know how to really fix that other than, you know, as hard as it is to keep calm in those kind of situations when the ball is right on your goal line, you kind of have to. As you see Miko getting a little slow touch here. Budigo not quite able to get there quick enough to follow that up. Almost a really good touch from Mr. Miko. There's that slow dribble goal in there. You see Crazy getting clear out. Budigo back, tries to go for a catch, backflips, gets the read off the wall. See if you can get it over one. Vortex Gamer there to follow up.
Yeah, Miko's just going to boom this one out, try to follow up on it. Vortex going to try to hit it around, and this Crazy Warrior's going to 50. Cam King's going to take control of this, bring it around to the side, but nobody's there from D-Stroyers to do anything with it. Doesn't really matter because Vortex just said, nah, I'm better, and hit it away anyways. So, yeah, I mean, I'm liking the pressure I'm seeing from Tumbleweeds right now. They've had some pretty good opportunities so far. I know last game I was talking about the pressure from D-Stroyers, but it seems like they've kind of switched it up a bit here in Game 3. We see Crazy Warrior almost get a shot. That could have been a very lethal play.
Yeah, a little awkward positioning here. You see Photonut getting a nice little cut save here. Really go for an aerial attempt here over Mr. Miko. He goes for the aerial. Not quite the touch we want. I've noticed that Mr. Miko, he tends to catch the ball a lot. Doesn't do a lot of booming plays. You see him going for a ceiling shot. Gets the jump off the ceiling. Not quite the flip, though. Photonut clearing. Low boost. See if he can get something cooking here offensively wise. Vortex there to gather. Miscommunication. Team bump here on Vortex. Crazy Warrior going for the double commit 50 from D-Stroyers. Photonut getting Budago. Still there. Getting it back over orange goal. You see Vortex getting a nice clear over the blue side. Yeah, I don't necessarily know what's going on, but yeah, like you had said, Tumbleweeds with really good pressure. You see Buda go double play, try to get a shot on Vortex, almost an own goal. Luckily, somebody's there to kind of deflect it back. Double read from Mr. Miko, putting him up 1-0.
Yeah, it's a great play from Mr. Miko. You see him just barely miss the ball the first time around. Comes back around for a second crack at the ball. Puts it in this time with a great shot. D-Stroyers, they'll go up 1-0. We'll see if it's all they need. Last game it was up until 2 seconds left when the unfortunate struck. But, as I say, it's good to see him on the board again this game for sure.
Yes, indeed. As you both agreed, we do believe this will be a really good series, just, you know, going off of stats. You see Photonut. KMK going for a double read. Will he get it? Not quite. Didn't quite get the bottom of that car showing enough. A little too strong of a tap up the backboard here. I don't know what D-Stroyers are doing, but maybe they're just starting to have fun with it here. Maybe that's the key to their winning. Just relax, have fun, and you'll play good.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. When you play tense, you're just not going to play good. At least that's for my experiences.
Right.
As we see Cam King get a bit of a goal steal there from D-Stroyers. Futago put the shot on net. Cam King just comes out right underneath it. Says, nah, it's my goal. I want it.
Honestly,
but it also
yeah.
might have worked to confuse Photonut just a little bit. So I'll give him credit where credit's due.
Exactly, yeah. I almost think that K King was going for a little dookie attempt there. Unfortunately, I don't remember who it was. Vortex, I think, got a nice little touch over him. Was able to recover off the backboard. You see almost a shot coming out here. Another backboard shot. Reread. Vortex Gamer cutting the lead in half with a minute left.
Yeah, Crazy Warrior off the post. Vortex just kind of shoots it where nobody's at. It's a great read, and they're going to put Tumbleweeds on the board. They still got one more to go here with a minute left, but as I keep alluding to, I mean, they don't need a whole lot of time to score. They made it happen last game. We'll see if they can make it happen again.
Oh yeah, as we see, beat out by one. Vortex, not quite the touch that he wants. Open net though. Is somebody going to be center here for him? Photonut doesn't quite get the touch in time before Fudigo clears it out. Let's see if Fudigo can get some offensive pressure here. Flicks over one, doesn't quite get the recovery on the second one. Vortex over one again. Crazy Warrior cutting early. Photo gets a boom over to blue corner. Mr. Miko there to shut it down early though. Up with 0 boost. Is somebody going to be there? Maybe a little miscommunication. Double commit here on the save here. Vortex going up off the wall. Never mind, doesn't go off the wall. Fudigo clearing it back over to Tumbleweeds half.
Yeah, D-Stroyers are just going to try to make sure that nothing dangerous is put on target, but Fortnite has the ball with an opportunity. Bit of a whiff there from both sides. If Crazy Warrior would have been able to slam that one home, I think that one would have had a chance to go in here, but 0 seconds. Can they work their magic? Nope. D-Stroyers will take game 3.
Yeah, that was almost really scary there. They almost got lucky that I think it was Vortex didn't quite cut on that ball. If he did, that would have been a really open net opportunity. But obviously, D-Stroyers holding off, getting this game 3 win. We see Vortex stepping up this time for his team with 471. But yeah, D-Stroyers, very even scores throughout. Fudigo having 5 shots. Very, very good. Obviously, outnumbering the entire Tumbleweeds team. A lot more offensive pressure coming from this D-Stroyers side. Props to them for turning it around, not letting Tumbleweeds getting any huge momentum. But yeah, I think this D-Stroyers team just needs to keep playing relaxed. When you're relaxed, you're a lot more flowy, a lot more fluid with your rotations and your offensive pressures. And obviously, that's working good for them.
Yeah, for sure. We'll have to see if they can keep up the momentum or if Tumbleweeds will kind of turn this one around as we head into game 4 now. But it's been a very even series. Neither team has really felt a lot better than the other, so it's always what you like to see when it comes to some good playoff Rocket League.
Yes, and maybe it was just a little playoff nerves for D-Stroyers. First 2 games, we see almost an early shot coming out from Vortex because of an early Photonut takeover. 2 up, nothing happens of it though. Crazy Warrior probably going to collect his boost in the back corner. Tries to get a boom out, doesn't quite get it. Another double commit from Tumbleweeds. Maybe their comms are starting to lack a little bit. Photo grabs the boost, tries to get it bottom right corner. Doesn't quite. Is anyone back for Tumbleweeds? This is going to be an open net opportunity. Photonut there, trying to cut it off early. Fudago dribbling, bump play. Good comms by D-Stroyers. Fudago taking composure, dribbling it in.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great play from Cam King to open the net up a little bit. And I mean, they'll certainly take it. They get one early here. It's a great play all around.
Honestly, yeah, no, I do that. I find myself doing that a lot, whether it's solo queuing or whatever. If I see that nobody's in the net and my teammate has the ball, I don't care how good or bad they are, they get to take the ball. I'm confident enough in my teammates to be able to at least take control of the ball, guide it to where it needs to go, and I'll basically just be a big old barricade for my teammate, allowing them to just dribble it into the goal. Obviously, demo plays very, very effective. You see Vortex trying to get a shot on, booming clear from Fudigo, gets it in the back of the net, putting them up 2-0.
Yeah, for sure. It's a great shot from Futago, just catching everybody a little too far upfield, and it's going to go in. It's probably one that Tumbleweeds are wishing they could get back, but this one could find its way into the net here, but Mr. Miko's there with a great clear out. This Photonnut's going to try to... Never mind, not Photonnut. Vortex trying to get a challenge there, couldn't quite find it. Crazy Warriors just gonna bump into his teammate. That's a new one. Just some interesting gameplay happening here.
You see almost a shot on there going up left goal post here. Photonut trying to cut rotations. Seems like this Tumbleweeds team is having a struggle with double commits and just being too antsy. I think this, hate to say it, but I think both teams kind of traded morales here. So Tumbleweeds just being a little bit too antsy, getting a lot of double commits, and D-Stroyers, starting to get really good offensive pressure here.
Yeah, for sure. Mr. Miko is just going to opt to pass it back to Futago. We've seen the back pass a few times. It seems to be working pretty well for them. And this one could also almost be classified as a back pass, but not really directed towards anyone. But I like how D-Stroyers are trying to find their teammates, especially on the back passes. Works super well. And that's what we've seen so far.
Indeed. Yeah, oh my god! What a read from Vortex! Who was that on the save there? Was that KM King? Corner, oh my god! That's... There, you can't hit, you hit that one time out of 1,000 if you're anyone.
Dude, I had to watch the replay back to even understand what was going on there. That was crazy.
Yeah, I don't get how that happened. But one thing I do want to point out from this Tumbleweed side, Photonut, obviously big offensive man here, but seems to be cutting off his teammates quite a bit recently. He seems to be the main one that's double committing. Like right here, we see him cutting on the ball. Maybe throwing off his teammates' rotations, which could be playing into effect of why this Tumbleweed team is down right now.
Yeah, for sure. They're not down by a lot, though. I mean, it's just a one-goal game still. We got 2 minutes left. Not a whole lot on the line for this specific game here. It is an elimination match, but, game 4, neither team gets really a whole lot out of this game just yet. Tumbleweeds, of course, if they win, they go to match point, but, if they lose this game, no harm, no foul, really.
Right. Yeah, I mean, regardless, if they lose, series tied up. But if they win, it would be pretty good for them to be on match point with a, a 2-game cushion. You see a clear out here from Crazy Warrior. There's somebody up. Photos there to center it. A little too hard of a pinch off. Good touch back from Vortex, but nobody there to capitalize on Tumbleweeds.
Yeah, Crazy Warrior's going to take this one up the wall. Gets it around Futago. KM King's there to hit this one. Will this one fall in? No. And Photonut with an interesting touch out. But it works, so, I mean, hey, they'll take it. Mr. Miko's going to slot that one in, though, and give D-Stroyers a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, it looked like Mr. Miko was about to rotate all the way out here, but he makes a really good cut. Maybe he cuts off KM King, but, fortunately enough for them, doesn't really matter. He ends up putting it in the back of the net. Putting them up 3-1. A little under a minute left for Tumbleweeds to come back here to be on match point. You see a whiff coming out here from Mr. Miko. Can Tumbleweeds do anything? Fake attempt. Futago doesn't fall for it, though. Maybe not quite paying attention to the offensive person here. You see Crazy Warrior getting a little mistouch. Potential goal opportunity. Is somebody up for him? Not quite. Triple whiff. Bar down again. What is going on? D-Stroyers, you got to capitalize.
Oh my goodness. I mean, I just saw miss after miss after miss from Tumbleweeds. And then you have the feels bad crossbar. And that's just such an unfortunate sequence for both teams. But time will continue to tick down. D-Stroyers will take this game 4 in a pretty convincing 3-1 fashion. So yeah, we'll see at least game 6, which is pretty exciting because I hate to see 4-1 and 4-0 sweeps. So at least we got that going for this series.
Yes, exactly. Futago going for an aerial read. Is somebody there to put it in? 1 goal for the road by KM King. 4-1 at the end of a game. Is this game 3 or 4?
It's game 4.
This is game 4? Okay, yeah. 4-1 at the end of game 4. Good stuff.
Yeah, why not? 1 for the road. Keep the momentum going into game 5 here. This is exactly what D-Stroyers needed. And Futago, 506 points, 2 goals, 1 assist. It was a great game from him, but Miko and KM King were no slouches either.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, obviously, D-Stroyers really turning it around here. Fudigo, obviously, we were saying his name a lot this series, I feel at least. Obviously, scoring 2 goals, 4 shots, making half of his shots, which is very, very good for him. But if you're Tumbleweeds, not sure if you're watching this stream right now, but you gotta stop double committing. You guys, not to point out any player in specific, but there's one person that I kept seeing a lot trying to, cut off his teammates to get that offensive pressure, which if you guys, just keep calm, don't try to force anything, don't be too antsy, you guys should be able to play like you were in the first few games.
Yeah, for sure. Double commits. I mentioned it already, but they can be so damaging to pressure if you're on offense. And, if you double commit on defense, it'll often lead to a goal being scored directly on your net. So it's something that can be very, very deadly. You want to avoid double commits at all costs, regardless of the level of the game you're playing.
Honestly. Yeah, no, anytime you got 2 people in the same spot is not good news for your team. You see a demo coming out here from Photo. Early shot on from Vortex. Doesn't quite get the read on it. Maybe a little lucky corner bounce out here. What a pass by Crazy. Trying to get it center. Unfortunately, nobody's there to follow up fast enough. Crazy doesn't have ball cam on. Goes for boost. Does have time, though. Photo Nut off the corner. Going to try to go for a little slow pass here. Crazy Warrior, a little too early on it. Getting a little antsy. Doesn't quite get the shot on. Fudigo there. Saving it. Trying to get some offensive pressure cooking for D-Stroyers.
Yeah, Tumbleweed's just going to let this ball roll a little bit. Photonauts trying to control. Hits it out to Cam King. Futago passing it backwards. Not really directed towards anyone, but Miko will take control of it. And Cam King was there as a bit of a barrier for Vortex. Yeah, it looked like it could have been a pretty good opportunity there. As Cam King's going to hit this one back. Futago's going to boom it. Maybe go for the double or the backboard read. We see a double commit there. And, I mean, D-Stroyers seem antsy to try to just score and get something going here in Game 5.
Yeah, I know you had said Fudago trying to go for a little read there. Unfortunate backflip, though. We see maybe a center ball. Awkward ball for D-Stroyers. Photonaut doesn't quite get the read on it. Is Vortex up? No, he isn't. Low boost. Can't get the read on it quite. We see Cam King maybe going to go for a demo on Photo. Gets the bump, not the demo. Mr. Miko there to capitalize. Doesn't quite get the sharp enough shot, though. You see Cam King, early turn, 75 boost. Can he get it in the back of the net? Not quite. Crazy Warrior there to clear it out. Low boost still, though. 50th by who was that? Vortex. Photo gets a little aerial hit here. Fudigo, luckily there to save that shot on by Vortex.
Yeah, D-Stroyers just try to put some more pressure on the Tumbleweeds net. Miko's going to try to get a shot on. It's going to hit the crossbar. So Cam King's going to take a 50 with Vortex. It goes Tumbleweeds' way. Futago with a bit of an interesting touch to keep that one away from the net. So it's going to roll up the corner. Very low boost. Tries to clear it away. Can't quite get it. So it could be dangerous, but Cam King's there to hit it away and alleviate the pressure.
Yeah, I don't know what both these teams are on, but it seems like they both just started to step on the gas pedal. They are going very, very fast compared to the last few games. You see Cam King almost fakes out one. Doesn't quite, though. Gets 150 out. Fudigo demoed for his catch. Vortex trying to stay on. Photo takes over, though. Gets a 50 over to the other side. Is Crazy Warrior there to put a shot on? Doesn't quite get it. Cam King is back to clear it out. Is somebody going to be up? Cam King 50s Vortex back over to their side. Fudigo gets one in the corner. Is he going to make it awkward for this defense? Decides not to go for it. Still has boost, though. Vortex there to capitalize. Gets one dribble around one. Can he get a touch around Miko? Can't, but he does get the demo. Photo up. Crazy Warrior. Can he get a shot on? Sharp shot. Fudigo there to defend, though. And almost an unfortunate touch here for Cam King.
Yeah, Cam King's just going to opt to control this one in the corner. Nobody's really challenging him from Tumbleweeds. I was a bit surprised at how much time he had. As Crazy's going to hit this one out to the side. Miko's going to take control, try to get it around Vortex. Bumps him into it.
Oh, no.
And Cam King's going to be there to finish it. It's going to be the first goal of the game. Bit of a Mickey goal, the way I see it. But, no, that's a great bump from Miko, and it just gets the ball around.
Yeah. Little pool shot, it almost seemed like. Got a little ball side rotation there from Vortex. That's a no-no. Unfortunately, does get bumped for that. Photo doesn't quite get the read on it because, he does get a weird touch on it, allowing D-Stroyers to capitalize on that. You see Vortex going for another shot here. KM King back though. You see a 50 hard off the corner. Will he grab this? He does. Doesn't keep possession though. KM King off the wall. Gets another 50 to keep it on Tumbleweeds half. Mr. Miko's up to see if he can get a nice little aerial read here. Photo says nada.
Yeah, Futago's going to get a great touch off the wall, trying to follow it up. It's hit away by Tumbleweeds, and KM King's just right there to keep the pressure on for D-Stroyers. I was going to say, yeah, both of these teams, especially D-Stroyers, seem to be putting their foot on the gas pedal, just going. Of course, maybe they're a little more comfortable with the matchup that they're playing right now. Game one's always a feeler game, but typically you don't see teams kind of up the intensity a whole lot more once you get to game two. So I'm liking the intensity I'm seeing. It's been a fun series so far, but unless Tumbleweeds can score here, D-Stroyers is going to be on match point.
Indeed, yeah. And I will say, although they are, really turning up the intensity, Tumbleweeds is still having struggles with double committing. They keep putting two people on the ball. They keep, messing up rotations, and they're not there to have that third man or second man in proper positioning. And, D-Stroyers obviously capitalized on the one time that they were able to get that offensive pressure turned around. But yeah, Tumbleweeds really have to focus on not double committing, making sure that they're, keeping space away from the ball when needed, but still having that pressure on going towards the D-Stroyers half.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised I haven't seen a call for a timeout yet. It seems like Tumbleweeds are just good to go. But I believe they've lost 3 in a row now.
They have.
After taking the first 2. So a little surprised to not see the timeout here, but maybe they just feel good. Now, to be fair, all of these games have been very close, besides for maybe the last one, the one before the one we just played. And that's a very good description. But overall, it's been a very close series, so I can understand them not wanting to maybe cool themselves off more than cooling the other team off.
Yeah, no, for sure. You see, early shot up, KM King gets the read off the backboard. 6 seconds in, gets the lead for D-Stroyers.
Yeah, it's a great shot. Coming up from above the net, just dropping down, shooting it in. And, KM King, D-Stroyers will gladly take that one to go up right away. Tumbleweeds probably should have taken the timeout and cooled off D-Stroyers just a little bit more, but yeah, it's a great start for D-Stroyers so far here in Game 6.
Indeed, Budio tries to get some offensive pressure. Is this one going to be in? Not quite. Is Photo going to go up for this one? Can he get the read on it? Does. Not quite the touch that he wants, though. Crazy Warrior, awkward takeoff. You see Vortex grabbing the boost from his teammate here. Fudigo tries to get a pass center. Mr. Miko there. Photo gets a weird touch for his teammates. Luckily, Vortex there is able to, just right place, right time almost. Fudigo going off the wall. Is Photo not going to try to boom it over to their half? He will. Low boost, though. Not quite able to capitalize before Mr. Miko gets another clear over to Tumbleweeds half. Yeah,
Crazy Warrior will try to find a touch off the wall. Can't quite get it. As this one's going to stay right in the Tumbleweeds half. Miko's going to boom this one right back in. This is going to go over to KM King, who's going to challenge it. Gets it around 1, trying to play a 50. Gets the 50. This one pops out mid, but nobody's there. Both the second and third man for D-Stroyers were back all the way in their half. As this one's going to go mid, KM King with a great touch. He's been playing super well lately. But yeah, D-Stroyers, they've been stepping it up so far here in Game 6. And Tumbleweeds, they're 3.5 minutes away right now from their season ending. So kind of going to see all or nothing from them, I would assume.
Yes, indeed. Photonut. Low boost gets a clear over to the side. Little mid-touch from Gamer. Doesn't quite get a second man there to support him, though. Crazy Warrior gets a touch. KM King there to capitalize. And I will say, obviously, first 2 games didn't quite show, but D-Stroyers really turning it around. Always having somebody there to keep pressure on the ball, keeping the ball on Tumbleweed's side. You see a double demo coming out, flick over from Vortex. Yeah, props to D-Stroyers for not letting those first 2 games get to them and, really turning it around. I mean, hopefully going to take this series during this game.
Yeah, Photonut's trying to give his team an opportunity there as Vortex is going to be shut down. Miko's going to try to hit that one out, but the ball is sent straight towards the D-Stroyers net, but a great touch away from Futago, who gets the save on that. To keep the ball out of the net. Miko a little awkward on the back wall. Cam King's going to take over in his place. Futago's going to clear this one out. Nobody's committing from D-Stroyers though. Seems like they might be almost a little too passive right now, not wanting to overcommit.
Honestly, you see a touch up from Cam King. Photo gets a little missed touch over towards his goal. Luckily, unfortunately, it was a double commit, but they were able to get the ball away. Crazy Warrior gets a pinch off one. Mr. Miko there gets a weird touch off the corner here. Still over there, gets a touch over to Tumbleweeds half. Crazy Warrior demos Cam King for his efforts. Futago trying to get up, get the read. Mr. Miko whiffs. Bottom right shot. Cam King back though, off the demo. Honestly, demo may have saved them there.
Yeah, it's possible that the demo did save them there, but Futago's gonna hit this one out. We have Mr. Miko with a whole open field ahead of him. Can he get it in time?
Oh,
He will.
Yeah, D-Stroyers, you know, again, great composure from them, not forcing anything, not rushing. I don't think I've seen a single double commit from them for the past few minutes. And obviously able to capitalize on the Tumbleweeds double commits, you know, just frantic play style right now. Putting them up 2-0 with almost a minute left in this potential last game of the series.
Yeah, Floaternuts gonna try to go for a touch there. Gets it, but it goes out middle, and D-Stroyers just gonna clear it away here. Futago's gonna try to sneak one on net. Can't quite get it around Photonut. Photonut's gonna try to send this one in, and Cam King's there with some lockdown defense. Great save, keeping this Tumbleweeds team scoreless, and another great save from Futago. They're just playing some great lockdown defense. I think all three of them are a brick wall right now.
Yes, indeed. Cam King able to clear it out. A nice little touch from Futago, getting it over to Tumbleweeds half. Will he be able to read this? Opts for the boost instead. Rotates out, maybe goes for a demo. Vortex booming it over Cam King, who tries to get a demo out from Photo. Unfortunate touch here from Vortex, putting it way too high. And I hate to say, but I think Tumbleweeds might be seeing the end of the road here.
Yeah, as the clock's ticking down here. They've played a great series. It's been a very, very close one, all things considered, but D-Stroyers will come out on top. They're trying to put salt in the wound with one more for the road. They don't quite get it, but D-Stroyers will take the series in 6.
Yes. Unfortunately, you know, Tumbleweeds, I think they just started, you know, to try to ride that 2-0 wave at the beginning. A little too much, started playing really frantic, wasn't able to adjust to D-Stroyers change. And, I mean, props to D-Stroyers for remaining calm, especially after that 2-0 deficit, winning 4 straight after that. Obviously putting on a really dominant performance. Cam King taking the offensive man, or the top man for that game with, what is that, 448 points? 446, something like that?
Yeah. I already pulled it away, so I can't confirm, but
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, we got Futago pulling out a katana, a sword, I don't know, but
that's dope.
He must be super happy about this game. So I would be too. They played great. I mean, they basically won a 5th game, if you think about it, because game 2 was taken away from them at the last second.
Yeah.
So they played a really great series. I'm going to drag them in here. All right, congrats on the win here. You guys played a great series. I guess I'll just take it to the captain, Mr. Miko, first. How did you guys keep your composure after game 2? Or I believe it was game 2 when you guys were up and then all of a sudden gave up 2 quick goals to Photonut and lost in overtime.
Our big thing was no own goals after that one. Was the biggest thing. That's kind of what we were saying. No own goals, no bumps. I think that was KM saying that.
Yep.
And then I almost promptly own goal immediately in the next game.
I think I remember that. That was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, honestly, it was just kind of have fun with it I mean, either we lost and we're out, or we move on in the playoffs. And so I think that was kind of in the back of our minds, and it's good that it was not in the front of our minds because I think we just played our game.
Yeah, for sure. As I say, I guess any of you guys can answer this question, but did you guys try to just like keep putting your foot on the gas as the series went on? Because it seemed like you guys kind of had a bit of a slow start in games 1 and 2, but especially as we got towards like game 5, you guys just kept putting more and more and more pressure onto the other team.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I guess it was all like, let's just keep up the rotations that we've been going on because we have struggled with rotations in the past for sure. And this game we definitely picked them up and played our game.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like it was just very flowy today. Like we were just, if someone left, the next person was right there for the most part, almost always, and we were like turning well and making good challenges. So I think that was key.
Yeah, for sure. Eisler, you got any questions for these boys?
Yeah. I'll shoot one to Swordman over here, Fudigo. I noticed I was saying, dope sword by the way.
Thank you.
I noticed that there was towards the end of the series there, you were really starting to pop off and really taking the bull by the horns there. And I noticed the first 2 games there, you guys seemed a little bit frantic. Was that just kind of stream nerves? Was that just the fact that Photo was putting a lot of pressure on you? Or how were you able to really turn that around?
Well, it was thanks to my good friend Dr. Pepper. Got some kind words from him, and I was like, "I'll lock the fuck in for you. You got it."
Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah. I mean, congrats to you guys. And I guess one more question. My question, not necessarily Rocket League related, but are you guys more of a burger or a hot dog group? And side question, are you a fan of gravel as a topping?
That's a tough one. I'm gonna have to start this one off by saying that definitely I'm a fan of the hot dog burger. So what you do, they actually make special buns for it, and you
Oh.
cut the hamburger in half, right?
Mhm.
You split it off a little bit, and then you put the hot dog right in the middle, and there's a bun that's shaped just for it. And to answer your question, yes, gravel is not my preferred topping, but if I'm outside and some gravel blows on there, it definitely adds a little bit of a crunch.
Fire.
Why
That-
why wouldn't you cut the hot dog in half and like put it on top that way rather than cut the hamburger in half?
Well, because then it becomes more of a square shape versus making it extra long. It's efficiency.
I get it. It's
Bro's
the
got
length
this
that
down
does
to
it
a
for you.
science.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Fire, dude. Fire. Well, yeah, I mean, good turnaround for you guys. Way to, keep composure, keep your heads up after that 2-0 deficit, and obviously win 4 straight to keep your team alive here in the lower bracket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
you.
it was
congrats.
fun.
Yeah, congrats on the win. We wish you guys a good luck with the rest of your playoff run here. It'll be a bit difficult being in the losers bracket, but anything's still possible. We still got 1 spot left in the lower bracket for land. So hopefully we'll see you guys there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you very much for casting.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
no problem.
No problem.
All right, so that is the second game of 4 that we will have. We'll be switching off from me over to Whirl. So we'll probably end stream for a little bit. Maybe we'll try to make it a seamless switch, but just probably should know that so everybody's not wondering, oh no, where'd the stream go? But yeah,
show.
thanks for casting with me, Eisler. It's always a blast having you on the desk.
No problemo. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Before I leave, I say this every single time. Show up to land. It's gonna be awesome. New MVP trophies are being made. I've been trying to kind of keep it under wraps, but they're looking very, very good. You can't really see it in my camera, but I have the last little parts printing right over here. They look great. They look new. They're very nice, and they are personally better, in my opinion, than the ones in previous years. So If you're playing at LAN, that's what you're playing for. Other than that, if you're not playing, still show up, support the people that are playing. It's awesome, it's great, it's a vibe. Shout out Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, LAN is great. I can confirm the LAN trophies are amazing. You've been putting in some great work with those. But yeah, so I think that's all we got for us here. We'll switch it off to I love the DCRL stickers. So we'll switch it off to two newcasters that you'll see on the next one, but that's all I got for you guys. So peace.
I've had 1,000 dreams of you, like scenes I do like. I stopped counting, feels I could try, I should try. Hold my breath, I won't make you wait. You're mine for the taking. My eyes on your shape. You're mine for the taking. Take me where your monsters hide. They don't dance in the daylight. Look down, you've got me so high. I think it's safe to say I'm scared. I think it's safe to say I'm I think it's safe to say got me blinded by the what ifs, times I did miss. Broke the silence, perfect timing. Sun is shining, Sunday morning, a house on the lake, far from LA. I'm not the type to obey. I'm not the one you can tame. Yeah, let's get lost in my ways. Ooh, take me where your monsters hide. They don't dance, they don't daylight. Look down, you've got me so high. I think it's safe to say I'm scared. I think it's safe to say I'm I think it's safe to say I'm
Yo, J. Escar, Chris Kiss, let's get it. Trust me, I'm gonna get that, get that. 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 Trust me, I'm gonna get that,